Welcome to another edition of Tech Talk with your favorite host, Meera. Are you ready for a ride through the world of mirrorless cameras? Today, we're going to talk about the Sony A7RV, a camera that's been making waves in the photography community. But before we dive into its features, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, I was at a wedding, and the photographer had a massive DSLR camera that was almost bigger than the bride herself. He was struggling to get the perfect shot, while I was casually snapping away on my little Sony A7RV mirrorless camera. Needless to say, my photos turned out to be better than his, and I'm not even a professional photographer. So, if you're in the market for a new camera, don't be like that guy at the wedding. Get yourself a Sony A7RV. Now, let's talk about what makes this camera so special. First of all, it's a mirrorless camera, which means it's smaller and lighter than a traditional DSLR. You won't need a separate gym membership just to carry this camera around, and you can take it with you anywhere, without feeling like you're lugging around a small child. The Sony A7RV has a 61-megapixel full-frame sensor, which means you can capture all the details in your photos. Whether you're shooting landscapes, portraits, or your cat doing something cute, you'll be able to zoom in and see every little hair on your cat's head. But don't worry, if you don't want to capture every little detail, you can always lower the resolution to get smaller file sizes. One of my favorite features of the Sony A7RV is the eye system. It tracks your subject's eyes and keeps them in focus, even if they move around the frame. So, if you're shooting portraits, you don't have to worry about your subject's eyes being out of focus, which can ruin an otherwise perfect shot. Another great feature of the Sony A7RV is the 5-axis in-body image stabilization. This means that even if you're shooting handheld, your photos will still be sharp and clear. You can also use this feature to shoot long exposure photos without a tripod, which is great for night photography. The Sony A7RV also has a fast and accurate autofocus system, which is great for capturing fast-moving subjects. Whether you're shooting sports, wildlife, or your toddler running around the park, this camera has got you covered. And let's not forget about the video capabilities of the Sony A7RV. It can shoot 4K video at up to 120 frames per second, which means you can capture slow-motion footage that's smooth and cinematic. It also has S-Log3 and HLG picture profiles, which are great for color grading and post-processing. Finally, the Sony A7RV has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, which means you can transfer your photos and videos wirelessly to your phone or computer. You can also control the camera remotely from your phone, which is great for self-portraits or group photos. So, there you have it, folks. The Sony A7RV is a fantastic mirrorless camera that's perfect for both amateur and professional photographers. It's small, lightweight, and packed with features that will take your photography to the next level. Whether you're shooting photos or videos, this camera has got you covered. So, if you're in the market for a new camera, do yourself a favor and check out the Sony A7RV. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to like, share and comment. Until next time, this is your host, Meera, signing off.